Welcome back, everybody, to the Reality Group Chat. I'm your host, Daniel Cusimano.
I am Jordan.
And we have a special guest. Who is it? Is it QT? No, it's not QT, obviously. It is our own very special...
QT, yeah.
No, it's our own very special BB alumni. Amazing race about to start. Icon, queen, legend, the moment. Izzy!
Izzy, how are you? What's the vibe? How we feeling?
I'm ready to get done with this Big Brother season. I'm ready to move a little bit, maybe run or attempt to run. Race around, one continent of the world.
Now, question for you. How was, and you obviously can't tell us anything crazy, but how is it going from a show where you don't move at all to a show where you're constantly moving? Thoughts?
I mean, it's just like a different thing, these games are so hard, you know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine what also being stuck inside and like only typing feels like also like on a show. But it's like, other than my joints, it's like just hard and insane. I mean, now, my body hurts, I'm
That's so real.
Let me ask you this. Who from this season of Big Brother would you like to see on an upcoming season of The Amazing Race? Which duo would you like to see?
Honestly, I want Ashley and Hannah Chata. Put Hannah Chata back on the race, but with Ashley, I would love to see it. I would love to see
so much.
Well, speaking of The Amazing Race, we're trying...
Say it again?
Sorry. I was just saying, speaking of The Amazing Race, we're trying to figure out what we're going to be covering next, and we were potentially thinking about covering The Amazing Race, and I've never seen it, so if that's something that y'all want to see, comment that below, and maybe we'll have to see how it goes.
I think we have to. We got to support our girl Izzy. We got to support our girl Cal. We got to support all our queens. We got to do it.
Listen, I've been saying, if you want good Big Brother, you should watch The Amazing Race season 38.
Okay, then we're sold.
Okay,
I think
I'm in.
I'm sold there.
Also, real quick, just to mention, QT is not here. She was supposed to be here. She was literally on her way home, got a flat tire, had to get towed, and her car is at a shop. So if things are a little wonky today, listen, we're trying to get some structure here, but how do we do it without QT?
Correct. Izzy, give us your favorites who are left in the game and favorites who are not left in the game and your least favorites. Just I would love to hear your thoughts on everybody before we dive in.
Listen, I'm all in on Ashley.
Yeah.
I will say her name over and over and over. I am all in on Ashley. I think from the beginning, I think she's revealed this, but I think everything she's done has been fairly calculated, and she's so good at like deflecting and just like creating scenarios where it forces people to think about like their situation. I think she's playing great Big Brother, I am devastated that Rachel is gone. I'm not going to say anything new about that. I think Rachel was playing her best game to date, and I loved hearing her talk about it afterwards, just being like, I was a different person. I had different priorities. I needed to do different things. And I just like loved an adaptable player, like not someone that's self-aware and like able to really like adjust and be present. And I thought like Rachel was that this whole season. Yeah, Rachel and Ashley, I'm devastated. I mean, we'll get to it, but I'm devastated by I'm wearing my camo for Captain Will.
Okay. Oh my God, yeah.
Wait, Izzy, and who would win this season where you were like, I'm heartbroken, I'm disgusted, I'm distraught, I can never turn on a TV ever again? Who was your like two people where you're like, if they win this season,
good question.
Honestly, Vince, Lauren, or Kelly. Done.
And this is why we bring Izzy on.
Done. Hate it.
That's so real.
I think America is all on the same page that we do not want Lauren to win, we don't want Vince to win, we don't want Kelly to win. I think we are all in agreement that like that is the three we do not want to win at all.
That's right.
My top three, I have to say Morgan, Keanu, Ashley, Morgan, Ashley, Keanu. That is like my...
I agree.
I can't be in with the Keanus. I can't be in with it. I get it. I can't go there, Morgan, after last night on the feeds, I mean, she did then spend the night there, but I loved her cooking Vince. So she's risen. in my rankings after the slaughtering that she.
Yeah, I think if Vince was more self-aware, it would make him more likable. But he
know
just
everything
lacks.
about him.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wait, pull up Izzy's meme where she's just like, it was the one where it's like, I fucking hate him. Like, I can't, I really refuse. Like, pull it up fully and completely. Like, that is Izzy right now.
And I feel deeply, okay?
Yeah, that's so real though.
Well, let's jump into it. This is a hard. We're gonna try to get through the first episode as fast as we can because it's horrific. So we start off the episode. It really is. It's just so bad, guys. I hate it here. Like I really need to go home. We start off Tuesday's episode with the little wheel of death. We see Tyler Cameron come in. You know, he's hot, so I was very happy to see him. Like really, there was no beef there. Like bring him back. It's all good with me. Like great. I'm totally fine. And we have to do the first challenge. Now, what did you guys think about the first challenge to decide the order of sliding it, getting in it? Did we like it? Did we not like it?
It's fine. I mean, it's just one of those like basically crapshoot Big Brother competitions, and it's like if you get the vibe, you get the vibe, and you're gonna be good. But if not, like you're screwed because it's timed, you know. So, what are your thoughts, Izzy?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm just so devastated by this comp heavy season that it's just like I just don't give us any more. And I just thought that whole the whole comp series that like unfolded after that was just like a mess. There were so many game design holes in there that I had. So it's like I kind of don't even care about that first one because I do think that it is the only sort of perfect setting for a sort of let's just draw rocks to see the order type of comp. And so like if there's going to be a super luck based comp, at least I'm happy. I was fine with it being in that scenario, you know, but I think it's really the hamster wheel design of that within Big Brother that really is problematic. Like,
yeah, and it's like if you're gonna
lightly, you know,
if you're gonna try to like if someone's gonna be eliminated by comp, at least add some sort of like non-luck to it. Like if we could have had like a question type thing to decide who went first, that would have been great because then at least like there's some sort of like your time in the Big Brother house had an impact on the order. Like doing a luck-based thing and then following that up within a competition elimination, it was just so bad in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know, and this is how I look at it. I love the BB blockbuster like before jury. I think that's fun. I think jury should be at 9. I think a 7-person jury is horrific. I think it's terrible. I want to see people in the jury more. Like I want to see a 9-person jury. Let's have fun. We love a little 5-4 vote at the end. The fact that we're still doing all these comps, it's like Big Brother knows we like something and then says, oh, you like it? Let's make it an extra large with a side of with a Coke, with an onion ring, with some ranch dressing on the side. Diva, I don't need all that.
Well, it's funny because like kind of like the trend in average players that are like coming onto the show now, it's sort of like there's a lack of what are the consequences to my moves or my actions? Like, what are the long-term ramifications of X, Y, and Z? You know? And so it's like the blockbuster continuing negates
everything,
whatever fun the blockbuster could be early on, because now you've prevented players that can't win comps. You've invalidated players that can't win comps and given them no mechanism to show that social strategy can be just as winning of a move as saving yourself with a comp. And so that's what's really frustrating, because it's like these shows are already not built like for me. You know, like I'm violently aware that nothing about this is built for me. And so then it's like just another element that just like makes it unapproachable for certain people, certain players, certain real people. Like it's just like truly devastating to me.
Well, you know, it's the same thing with Survivor, where it's like comps. I really think a social player, for me, I will take an amazing social player over an amazing physical player 10 out of 10 times, because we can all go to the gym, we can lift weights, we can get out there, we can all do that. But to be able to manipulate, to convince, to sway, that is an art form that should be celebrated on this show. And by pushing this twist too far in, it's like, okay. Like, I love Keanu. Like, I don't want to say love Keanu. Like, Keanu's fun, and I think he's been able to do some crazy shit. So
He's been active.
Yes.
He's been active,
You know?
and I'll take that. But you know what? Why is Kelly still here? Why is that girl still on my camera?
Girl.
I said this preseason. I said that the reason Blockbuster was so praised last year is because the fans liked Tucker. And I said if it doesn't go that way this season, people aren't going to like it.
Clock it. Yes.
And you know what? We got a Riley eviction out of it, which is great. Like, that was cinema of TV, of Mickey winning it and Riley was the other. Like, amazing. Leave it there. Do not push. Leave it there and let's move on. And with that being said, we see Ava wins the comp. And you know what? I had a cheat sheet and I said, listen, I have it all written out. If Ava wins, she's going to do this. This is going to happen, blah, blah. Ava sits there and she wants to act like Rachel popped her shoulder out of her socket, ripped her arm, beat her upside the head with it until she was bloody and couldn't move for the 10 minutes until she had to make the decision. Diva, she is your number one. You have 10 minutes to go. Why are you acting like, why are you pulling me into a room? She's your number one. What are we doing here? And then she has the nerve, gall, and audacity to say, anybody want to go first? I don't want to make anybody upset. When you're the girl who put three strongest men on the block, and now we want to start playing scared? What was y'all's thought when she picked Vince? What was it? I was distraught.
I want to hear Izzy's thoughts.
I have a lot. I actually have I have a lot of thoughts about this because I'm not necessarily an Ava defender, but I think I have empathy. I feel like week 4, 5, we saw a light go out in her. 5, 6. This is not an excuse. I think she is exhausted and over it and feels so powerless by this heavy comp season. We hear her talk about it on the feeds that, like, you know, social players are feeling really at a disadvantage, and that can be exhausting. I mean, the time in there is like something that it's like really hard to describe just how long and slow and how many hours there are. So like I have empathy for her situation, how frustrated she is. I also think people have been like talking about her like since like she's made big moves. She's been pivotal in important decisions that have happened in the house. But people talk about her like, oh, Ava will do whatever. Oh, Ava doesn't matter. That starts to like weigh on you. And I think if you hear Ava talking like on the feeds, yes, she talks about the moment where Rachel pulled her, but she isn't super focused on the physicality of it. She keeps talking about how like, don't tell me what to do. Like, how dare she think that she can control me? Or like, that was my, and I think like she felt like a kid. Like, I think she felt like nothing. I think she felt like that she wasn't even going to have a moment to think on her own. So I don't think Rachel did anything wrong. I think everything Rachel did is like what you would do. Like, I don't know, I have scratches on my arm from Suri grabbing me in whatever moments. You know what I mean? Like, that's real. Like, but I think where Rachel miscalculated was who she was doing it to.
Exactly.
And just how sensitive and how sort of powerless Ava had been feeling. I just, you know, everyone wants to blame Ava. And I think she made a shit-ass, pussy-ass decision to pick Vince. Don't get me wrong. We should be blaming Vince. Because Vince never had a solid 3. I hear people talking like, oh, well, Lauren, of course this is. Lauren and Morgan are his number ones. Bitch, you think I'm not one that doesn't know what it feels like to feel like you're a competing number one with a dumb ass dude? You know, like, it's like when your two number ones don't connect, you don't have a 3.
Correct.
He had a 5. At Final 9, he had a 5. And that 5 included Rachel, included Ashley, included Will, included Morgan, bless her heart. And so, like, we should be furious at Vince. Like, the kind of outrage that is being put on Ava is misdirected. Ava's ultimately meaningless. You know, like, it's Vince. It's Vince. It's Vince. It's Vince. It's Vince. So that's all. I know that's, like, you know, a difference of opinion from, you know, everyone else I agree with on like everything. But I feel strongly about that.
I don't blame you. I think the problem with what pissed me off about Ava is honestly, and this is what my thing was, you could have picked anybody else other than Vince.
Oh yeah, that part was wrong.
And I would have made a case for her. I would be like, I get you feeling powerless and you feel some type of way. Okay. Vinny the Lip, who was your number one target when you put up on the block, you're like, I'm going to give you the most time. is the most like
ridiculous.
But
No,
for
that's
me-
that's
and
ridiculous.
I was riding with Ava. I was riding with her. Really, I wasn't Ava apologist. Like Ava could do no wrong in my eyes. Like I do not care. Like she can yell at Keanu all she wants. I do not give a shit.
Absolutely.
That move to me, I was just like, Ava, it is so hard for me to respect your game when you do. You don't even have to pick Rachel, but
Yeah.
Vinny.
I don't think
Vinny's
she's playing
the crazy
anymore.
part. Yeah.
I mean,
You're right.
I don't think she's playing anymore. I think
No.
she wants this to be
Over, and she's
a
done.
little bit, over and like a little bit easier for her as it goes along. I disagree with that move. I think the sort of hate that she's getting
Right.
at large, I just think is not.
And what I will say about Vinny is what pisses me off about Vinny is I don't think Lauren would have ever touched that comp. If Vinny, he was worried about Lauren, but he showed his cards where I'm like, if you picked Morgan probably would have picked Rachel. Let's say Rachel would have picked Ashley. If Ashley didn't think Will could complete it, Ashley would have picked fucking Kelly or Keanu or someone like that. I don't think Lauren was at the top of anybody's list of getting picked. She would have never competed in the comp, ever. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. The other side, the judges weren't really targeting her. The judges more so were targeting Kelly, were more so
Well, she's meaningless. There's a difference between, listen, if we're going to talk about Rachel never touching the block, never getting nominated, and Lauren never touching the block or getting nominated, there is a huge difference between a target from number one, from day one, and never touching the block, and someone that is literally meaningless to the house.
She's furniture. She literally
doesn't matter. Everyone, no one's putting her on the block because, bitch, she doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's not there.
So it's like, that's not impressive to me. I would be like, yeah, I would take you to final 2-2 because you furniture.
You know what? And she's winning these HOHs, but what is she doing with those HOHs that matter? Nothing.
Well, this is my other beef with Vince. I got mad beef with Vince. But this is my other beef is like, I can't stand players that want to call themselves strategists or smart or like super fans, and then they don't want to work with people that can actually strategize with them. Because like Lauren is giving him, once again, nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing. There's no like, well, what about this? And if we did that, okay, if you're going to do that, I can do this because our goal is this. She's like,
Izzy, you would have lost your mind if she was on your season. You would have yelled at her. You would be like,
really? I would have struggled, So anyway, so it's like, I just think Vince, like, he just strokes his ego amongst other things that we don't see under that blanket and like is into the Morgan and Lauren thing, I don't know.
For me, it's what Jordan said, stand on 10 toes. Like if you're going to do it, like do it intentionally. But what Lauren and Vinny do is they cry when they have to make moves or when they're struggling. And it's not like, you're not giving me power. You're not giving me, I'm controlling my game. I know what I want to do. Everything is pulling teeth with y'all. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe, oh no, I made a mistake. And I'm like, girl, grow the fuck up. Like, you are not a winner. Like, I'm not voting you for a fucking winner when you can't even figure out if you want to butter your own toast. Like, I really can't.
That's true. Winner is a state of mind.
Yeah, like, really. Okay,
and then she's in the diary room still talking about that she's a super fan, and that's just still so crazy to me.
Diva, we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. That's a question, like, whatever. But we see Ava picks Vince, which is horrific. What's even worse is Vince picks Lauren, which ruins all of the judges because no one's going to fucking trust you because you're an idiot. We see Lauren gets pushed to pick Morgan, and this just goes back to show Lauren's a terrible player. Diva, pick your number one.
Yeah.
Do not give a... That's what... You already got it and you won, Diva. Good for you. Pick your number one. Do not let this unemployed, musty-ass fucking greasy man make your decisions for you. She picks Morgan. Morgan completes it. We get on to Rachel, and Rachel just didn't get the comp. Like, I think she was scared and she freaked out because she just, all that girl needed to do was keep walking forward.
Yep.
Literally, that's it.
I was like,
That's it.
Keep going. Like, you haven't done it yet. And
if I was Tyler, I would have broken. I don't care because at this point, whatever, I would have said, Rachel, keep walking forward.
Well, it's true. Like, actually, what's it to him? He could have fully helped her. Like, at that point, like,
what could they do?
legendary. Like he wasn't gonna do that. Look at his hair. He's not gonna do that.
Yeah. And then we tragically see it just she gets stuck right at the top. She just doesn't get it and she loses. And that was just production was like, what the fuck do we do now?
Wait, and you know what's crazy? We have seen like the integrity of Big Brother be disrupted so many times, and in a pivotal moment like this, they didn't come up with anything to keep her in the game. It's like, what?
No one would have said anything. No one. But it goes back to your point, Izzy, at the beginning. We already know it's too comp heavy, and now to lose someone like this due to a single comp, when you have everybody else gets to either compete in a veto, you can compete in a veto, you can compete in a blockbuster. My thing, and I said this on the last pod, and let me know what your thoughts, Izzy, is I think Rachel should have been the third nominee, and whoever won HOH gets to put 2 nominees up. So you're not forcing them to do 3 nominees again because we're already at fucking jury, and you at least give Rachel a fighting chance. And it makes it interesting because what happens if Lauren's HOH and then Kelly ends up losing and Kelly's up on her own HOH? Then you have to figure out, how do I get Kelly to stay safe on my HOH? This could be so fucked. What are your thoughts?
Yes. I mean, I totally think that, like, if you're going to add more, like, expect the unexpected within certain parameters. Like, we're not turning this game into the challenge. People don't go home because of losing a comp. Yes, to all those people that want to say this, yeah, there was a social game involved in the order and all of that, but the mechanism in which someone went home was a comp. Yeah. And so that's wrong. That's not the game. Bad. So, like, I agree that, like, something like on my premiere night, right, we did a comp, but it was just those people are going to be the nominee, or eligible to be nominees. It's like, that's also interesting because Rachel wouldn't have gone up. And so what if her ally had won HOH, but she's on the block? How do they navigate that? That's interesting. Also, I mean, ultimately, my biggest, like, I keep saying that because everything feels so, like, important when it comes to this comp. But I hate that not everybody is eligible for HOH in that comp, too. Because, like, just
3
like
people at final 8.
You're going to do all those comps, so finish it and then do HOH, like, like just have another little comp ready for HOH. Like, I think that's because also Ava wasn't even eligible for HOH, so that seems like, was that an extra advantage to win safety just from the hamster wheel, because then you're still, like, vulnerable at the week, I mean,
everything about it was so bad, and even like the cherry on top was the timing of it. Like, we're really gonna do this right when jury starts. Like, that's even the most crazy thing. Like,
what, honestly,
stopping the momentum,
we should have had a pre-jury double eviction. Like,
but not even that. You want to know what I think they should have done if we're really going to do it? And the Circle kind of did something like this. It was like season maybe 5 where someone, like, everybody had a virus. Someone was given the antidote because they were the influencer, and they had to give that antidote, and whoever didn't get it, they go home. I think fans would have been more okay with that because that is social. Now, that is where we're talking about social game here, where you're like, who are you aligned with? Who are you friends with? Who gets the order? And where does that end us up with everyone? I think that would have been less heartbreaking than Rachel losing a challenge and Rachel going home. It should have been, again, someone gets poisoned, someone had, like, at a murder party or whatever, who gets the antidote. Given we saw a little veto comp kind of like that, so I get that. That would have been more like, this is kind of like Big Brother. It's more socially focused. We figure it out and we go from there, or do that and have them be the third nominee. To see Rachel, to see her lose, to see her come back, all of it. I mean, like I said, horrific. And what makes this even more horrific is that the furniture that we got from IKEA is HOH. And honestly, at that point, I was like, what's the point of living? Because I can't watch a week of this. I'm not
the snooze Borgin?
Yeah. It's so bad. And literally going into Wednesday's episode, for me, it literally felt like when you watch season 1 of a show and it's really good, and then, like, one of the lead characters is gone, so they write them off, and then you go into season 2 and you're like, wait, what happened? Like, it just felt like the major plot hole. Like, none of it made sense.
And it just, and we don't even see how fast Lauren did it. Like, was Morgan even close? Yeah. Was Vinny even close? Like,
I did notice. I know. I hate that when they don't show the times. They didn't show any of them actually finish in the edit. But then I noticed on the next episode, since we weren't going to spend a lot of time on the first episode anyway, but on the next episode, on the recap bit that they do, they
Yeah.
showed the times.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
you could just see, like, Lauren finished with, like, 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on her clock.
Got it.
And Morgan finished with, like, 1:43 left on hers or something. Like,
And she had a minute less than Morgan, or she had a minute less than Lauren, so it must have been close, low key.
yeah, I think it was close. Based on that, I should go back and just watch the recap and write down the
That's
numbers.
interesting.
But I noticed that they showed it in that.
Yeah, and so that's so I'm gonna go back and look at that too because I'd be very interested to see what happens. I mean, so Rachel goes, she doesn't even get a meeting with Julie, she doesn't get an eviction with Julie, like she doesn't get anything that she
And the
deserves.
music was so weird. Like at the end of the episode, I was like, "What's happening?"
It's like weird dinky music.
weird ass love music. It's all gone. So we start the next episode. We start Wednesday's 2-hour. Lauren's HOH, horrific. She kind of briefly discussed who she's going to put up. I mean, it's just all boring. Like, Lauren is literally as interesting as the chair I'm sitting on. Like, whatever. Like, it's just, what the fuck are we doing here? She ends up putting Will, horrific. Horrific. Like, I don't know what to tell you, Diva. She ends up putting Ashley, even more horrific. Who was her third nominee?
Listen, I don't even remember. Morgan!
Horrific. Like, it was just, at this point, it was triple whammy. It was
Morgan,
like,
because Morgan won't let. But Morgan's, well, whatever. We can get into the Morgan in a little bit.
And we will, because this goes back to Vince, because again, we see in this episode that Morgan kind of talks to Vince and is like, you chose her over me. You gave her a minute more to complete that comp than me.
I can't stand how much he underestimates also the women that he's surrounding himself with, because like also the only credit I'll give to Lauren is she, now this is, I mean, maybe extra fast forwarding, but she most currently
Yeah.
did not let him put her on the block.
Yeah.
She actually put her foot down. She was like, absolutely not. And so like, and Morgan also was like, do you not see from my perspective why I wouldn't want this person here? And he's just like, but my plan was to have these two women that would do whatever I wanted them to. Like,
It's giving like, this isn't the 1950s. I'm confused. Wait a minute. What? Like, women are not bowing to
you're
my every
straightening
word?
your hair, you don't think about women? Like, you don't think about strong women? Like,
No. And you know what? Morgan said it too. Morgan was like, she's going to put me up. She wants me out of here. And you let her get HOH to potentially put me up. And she did. And like, Vinny just sits there like,
well, he's just like, well, it's like you can't actually play Big Brother the entire game for asking for forgiveness, not permission from the people you're working with. Like that happens like once, that happens like very little. Otherwise people are like, well, I'm going to move on, or you're consistent in fucking me. And so I'm no longer going to let you do that, and like, I feel like Morgan is on the edge, and I feel like since she's been like the edge of leaving, like the edge of like cutting ties with him, but I feel like he's doing this creepy thing of like forcing her. He's almost babysitting her, right? Like, it's okay if you're in front of my face mad, you're not off talking to other people that can convince you when you vent to them that what I'm doing is fucked up. He's just like forcing her to stay with him and be weird and awkward.
And that's where it just gets so bad, because it's like, Vince, you're such a bad player because like nobody necessarily likes you and you're in such a bad position the most of the game. Like, really and truly, like, you're crying every week because you've set yourself up so horrifically where like now no matter what you do, you're hurting one person or the other. And it's like a good player doesn't get put in that position. And
I mean, I think it's like, honestly, it's like, I just feel like if you are, Morgan tried to say this to him last night, if you are aligned with someone, and especially so, like, I hate now the word number one is dead to me, but like if you're someone's number one, like, you have to consider the sort of social web that they have created for themselves. Like hopefully your social web and their social web has an intersection, but she's right that it's like, I'm making choices based on getting both of us further. and you're making choices that are, because it's only for you, it's starting to fracture me away from you. That puts me in a vulnerable position. Like, she so gets to be upset about this.
But you would, Izzy, you know, when you were on the show, you would have never let if someone was like, I'm putting up Surrey every single time I can, you'd be like, you're fucking gone.
I mean, literally, whoever was HOH the next week, that person would be gone. Because, like, hands down. Like, no question. That's, like, the one rule. Yeah. Like, that's the one rule, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and Vinny just acts like, I'm so confused, I fucked up, or like it's like not even that. It's like you kept one person happy, but you pissed off Morgan and you pissed off your alliance. So it's like, let's just do math. Like, let's just do 1 + 1 = 2 here. Like,
he can't. Really, he already fucked up 5 versus 3. It's like, yeah, crazy.
I can't see him at the end. He's horrific. And so I just can't. I really, Vinny the Lip is like greasy. And here's the thing, nothing will make me more happy that Vinny is playing his dream game. He's going to lose. He's going to find out America hates him. He's going to find out his girlfriend of 8 years has left him and he has nothing. So like, that's just going to heal me in a lot of different ways. Because I see how he talks to these women and I'm like, I know exactly how you talk to your girlfriend. Like, I've been with toxic men. I've been with toxic men. I know how they gaslight. I know what they do. And I'm like, I know how you move because you've done it the whole season. And I'm just like, and now it's just getting exacerbated into the world. Now we can go into the veto. Who gets picked for this veto? It's the 4 nominee. It's Lauren.
I'm like thinking about today. I realize I know this.
Same. No, same. We have Lauren. We have Morgan. We have Vince.
Will, Vince,
Ashley, Ava.
I literally don't even remember the veto comp. That's how
I think it was
checked
Ava.
out I was
It was
this week.
Ava. It was Ava. It was Ava. No, because we're gonna do BB Comics. So we get into BB Comics.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was Ava. Now, Izzy, what would be your strategy going into BB Comics? Like, what would you have done? Like, what's your vibe? Like,
I don't know. Pray while trying to stay on the zip line. Remember to bend my legs on impact.
So real. Said, other than that, no idea. Like, that's what I just said.
No, I think I would be put them in order. You know, I'm actually fairly visual, you know, and so I think like I feel fairly confident that certain things like I felt like Ashley's was super, the ones where it's like clear that the whole color palette is like one or the other. I think I would like kind of nail those right off the bat, but I think I would go order and then deal with the details, you know what I mean? Yeah. But also I would be pressing that button and checking every time. Like, why not? What if I just stepped in it and like, what if for once the reality TV luck was on my side? And
yeah, I think I would do it in sections of 4. So remember the first 4, get that order, and then find the first 4 differences after I do that, and then be like, alrighty, this, and so then I'm really only making 8 trips, and I like know what I'm looking for, and then I go. What pissed me off is when Vinny is like, this might be correct, but let me go on the zip line one more time just to really make sure that it's correct.
No, it's like this thing. Yeah. What did I say? Well, we was off camera, but I said something about the mole off camera, and my beef with the mole is that we don't know, and so you can't trust anyone in their DRs. That's how I feel about Vinny. Are you telling me when we're watching you, boop, ba-doop, ba-doo, ba-doo, oh, that's so cute. Look, I love my comic. That we're supposed to think that you're trying in this comic. And then you continue to lie. And so you lie in your DR being like, oh man, I hope I get this. I'm going to check. And then you lie again when you saw the time pop up of 20 minutes from Ashley and you're like, oh, maybe I won. Like after the...
It's so
you
bad.
know you didn't win.
But you know what? Why the fuck did Lauren not say it took Vinny, a super fan, over 20 minutes to do that? Why is she not? Why is her or Morgan not being like? How did it take you over 20 fucking minutes?
Well, that's right. They're stressing over Lauren not wanting to win because she's lame, and they're not coming for. Well, my lawyer Ashley said that like this is what he's doing. Like you know what I mean. Like you two are mad at each other, so you're not looking at him. You know what I mean. Like they think they need him, but really, they could be a stronger duo without him.
Yeah.
No, they're semi the heads of the 2 separate sides of the house right now. So actually, if once again these players knew what like a long game was and how like structures like evolve throughout a game as things whittle down. Their interests are aligned right now, actually. And imagine the two of them. Just imagine the cinema of the two of them sitting at Final Two together.
It would be
That's
so good.
Pulling a little season 7 where Janelle and what's her name, Erica vote out. I mean, come on,
It'd be
like
so good.
But Lauren could never because
Yeah.
Lauren. This is, and let's get into this tea.
Put Ian in the house.
I mean, wake it up. It's the fact that Lauren sits there and she's like, I don't know if I want to win this. What do you mean you don't know if
What
you want
do
to
you
win this?
mean?
Bitch, you're going to have to re-nominate someone because the chances Ava's probably not going to win here. Like that's just it. Vince probably not going to win. One of your nominees is going to win. Like Morgan might win.
so
Ashley
bad.
might win. At least get another comp under your belt and be like, I won BB Comics. I won all these I won OTEV, whatever the fuck it is.
You're HOH. Why are you risking anything at this point?
It doesn't make sense. I think that like the best time to win veto is when you are HOH.
Yes.
Because you have all the power.
Veto. I mean, I think especially now in some ways, obviously, like the veto has so much power. But
Yeah.
I've been saying from the beginning, even before I went on Big Brother, I always thought to myself, people get mad at HOH, but veto's the real power. Like who's locking it in before eviction? It's whoever wins veto. And so that's the most powerful thing to win. Like that's the most powerful position to be in. Is, like,
And it goes back to, and I think she said she regretted it. Either she said it on TV or she said it in a diary room. I forget it. But we'll just say this: Morgan wins. Thank God, Morgan wins the OTEB comp by like 30 seconds, maybe. I don't really know. She wins. Thank God. But I remember Lauren said something where she's like, dang, I should have won, so then I could have like made it my move. And that's what Lauren's not getting. If you won veto, if you're like, I'm taking somebody off the block, I'm putting the biggest target in this house, the biggest comp on the block, whatever, that would look like it's your move.
Yep.
Instead, you're letting Morgan win, take herself off, and now it's like, I guess I'll put you up. Like that was never your plan to begin with. So now you look crazy
because
as
she
fuck.
could have had Morgan and Keanu on the block. She could have, she could have had that, which would have been powerful for her.
Yeah.
That's what she said. She literally was like, my ideal scenario is Morgan and fucking Keanu.
Well, right,
on the
exactly.
block.
That's what I'm saying.
And
So
none of them went home. For what? Like, she's so bad at this. And bitch, I think Vince said this. I think Vince said if it was an empty chair in Lauren, I would vote for the empty chair. And that might be the only thing I ever agreed him saying in this house. I have to be honest, because what are we doing? And then she doesn't even know if she wants to take the shot at Keanu. And I'm like, he's going to win the blockbuster over Will and Ashley. Like,
Yeah.
at this point, bitch, like, what are we doing here? Like, you got to go home. Go back to Louisiana, go back to the swamps, go back to the whatever.
All of it, literally, it's all just so bad. Like that's why, like, I don't even have many thoughts. Is because I was just so checked out. Like it was literally just like so boring, so uninteresting. Like everything was just bad, and it just got worse as the week went on. It was.
Well, so we know Morgan takes herself off the block. Gorgeous. Thank God, honestly,
Yeah.
at this point. And then she puts up Keanu. Okay, like, good one, Diva. Like, I can't wait to see how this shit turns
Yeah.
out. We go into Thursday's episode. We see Ashley now is like, Will, you're my father, I love you, but I need to fight for myself. And I appreciate that. Honestly, I appreciate, and she did it tastefully. It wasn't like, let me bash Will. It's just, let me tell you why hopefully I'm good for your game.
Yeah.
She goes, talks to Keanu. Smart move. Get Keanu on the side. Hey, we want to take out Lauren. Fuck Lauren. Like, I'm with you, bitch. Like, let's ride at dawn. Like, period, getting it. We don't see Will talk to anybody. Will talks to Ava. Baby Will, you have her vote. But I think Will didn't care. I think Will is like, my knee is fucked up. I'm not winning these comps. Like, Rachel's gone. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm ready to
I
go.
said this, but if I was in the house, I would most definitely be working with Ashley, but
100%.
that would be a reason just from the outside. I don't know why people weren't campaigning against Ashley because Will's hurt and everything is like calm. And maybe that sounds callous, but it's like
No, you're right, because it's like the only thing he's really done is his social game, and up until this point, it's like we're too late in the game now. Like you have to start cranking out wins if you're gonna win the game, and like that's not gonna happen. So
But
why
you know
would we
what I'm
keep
going
him?
to say about that is this is what I said. If you're on the other side of the house, you want to keep Will because Will cannot win comps. But if you're part of the judges, if you're part of the people trying to get rid of Kelly, Lauren, you're going to evict him because it's like, Will, you can't win a comp. But maybe Ashley can win a comp and take that shot out. So I know why Morgan wanted to take out Will, because it's like, Will, we need you to win because I need Lauren gone. I need Kelly gone. I need Ava gone. I need the other side. I need Keanu gone, and you can't do that for me. But if I'm Ava, if I'm Lauren, like, I am working hard to make sure he stays in the game because he's one less person I got to worry about for Blockbuster, HOH, veto. And surprise, they didn't. So we get to eviction. We see it's the little rope thing. Keanu, again, is the slowest motherfucker in all these comps. And guys, I'm going to say it. I don't think he's a comp beast. I just think everybody is terrible. I mean, I have to be completely honest.
Even Ashley, love Ashley. She was moving so slow. Like, Will was low-key moving faster than her. I was like, what's happening here?
Will is grabbing the slack like this. He's like, la, 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 and he walks to the buzzer. Ashley's going to the buzzer, and so is Keanu. And Keanu's like, la, la, la. And I'm like, bitch, she's behind you. What? He buzzes in. But honestly, thank God, because I need Keanu to win, to put up Vince, to put up Lauren, to put up anybody. I don't want him to go. Were you guys surprised when the votes were happening? Were you surprised it was 3-2? Were you surprised? Or you were like, we knew this was happening, whatever.
I figured.
I figured, yeah. I weed us, Jordan, because it's like, the ones that, like, are like, it's, like, so obvious.
Yeah. As it should be. And so that was really the week. We lost Rachel, we lost Mother, and then we lost Father. And, you know, I have Vinny to blame for this. But my thing is guess what? Ava Pearl crying when he left. Ava, if it isn't the consequences of your actions by putting Vinny first, like, I have to be honest, like, I love you, like, you were on my client list, and then, but you're crying where it's like, you gave Vinny the power first to make this decision. Like, that move right there, I could never vote for her to win, honestly, because it was
I do think it's a losing move. You know, we always talk about winning moves, but I do think for her, like, that broke her entire game. Like,
it dismantled it fully.
Yeah, it's
because it's just, it goes into, like, you couldn't think, if I do Vince, who is Vince going to do? Like, it just...
Well, but this is the thing, like, I feel like this has been the, like, it's like BB27 horrific, BB27 we don't understand the consequences of our actions when it comes to the game. Like, no one ever, only Rachel was, like, yelling at all of them to be like, okay, but, like, if you do that... then this gonna happen. That's not good. And everyone's like, what? You know, like, everyone's like, Gah. And it's like, you're not thinking. Like, of course, Ava, because Ava has not yet, I have not seen her on the feed saying, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone out there, but, like, she has not talked about the fact that all of this happened because she chose Vince.
But she doesn't get, I don't think she thinks that she can't.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the biggest problem with all of their games, is that the lack of that. I think Morgan and Ashley and Rachel were the only ones that had and have that, you know?
Yeah, and like I said, when you go to the end, like, I just have to look at it where you want to see someone who has, like, a control of this game, they have a foresight of this game, of what they're doing, and I don't care if whatever game she had, I'd be like, Ava, she went home because of your move. It's the same thing with Lauren when Lauren took Vinny off and Riley got put up. That is a game-losing decision.
Yeah,
Vince was not going. Vince was not going home. Rachel was like, "I'm putting up Riley," and you still were like, maybe not. And you call yourself a super fan, and it's like you think Rachel Riley bluffs? So again, moves like that in the Big Brother game where it's like, oh, you're so far away from what a winner is. Like, I can't vote for you because that was actually, like, horrific. Like, if you were my daughter, I would have to disown you and lock the door, like, and be like, don't come back here because I didn't raise this. I didn't raise this strategist. Not me at all.
Not in this circle.
Not in this circle. So that is for the week. We're going to talk a little bit about live feed spoilers. So anybody who's listening, thank you for coming in. Like,
get out if you don't want spoilers.
Spoilers.
Time to go.
Spoilers.
More than the ones that I spoiled already.
Whatever, it's fine. No, hopefully. No, but those survive.
I don't think the people that listen care.
I don't either. So
they're here for the vibe, okay?
Yeah, they're here for the vibe and a good ass time, okay? And that's what they're coming here for. Let's get into it. Our favorite wins HOH.
Oh. I mean, I was devastated. Let me tell you.
I love Izzy.
Can I post a little picture of last night for you? Is that like should I not
Please.
do that? Is that okay?
No, please.
Last night, because the feeds heated up last night, right? Am I wrong? Who else is
Oh, yeah.
agreeing with that? Yeah.
We
So last night, I'm doing this recording gig this week, and we had a rehearsal last night. And for whatever reason, this rehearsal was from 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. Now that is horrific. That is not something we do. It was horrible. It was debauchery. Like everyone was angry. And I get home and I get into the bed and Paige is like already asleep and I have my little phone out and I take out the and all of a sudden I'm peering through the bathroom door of HOH onto that HOH bed and I literally had my weed and my phone and like I was up all night. Yes. I was up all night. I was captivated.
God.
And I just watched Morgan rip out every single one of his arm hairs.
By the way, Vince won. Vince won HOH.
Oh yeah,
If we didn't say.
Vince won HOH. Everyone, surprise. Sorry, let's get that. Whatever.
No,
I
literally.
said that.
Daniel and I, we had friends over at the apartment, and pizza came, and we were like, okay, let's find something to watch, and we put on live feeds, and it was literally.
It was as soon as she walks in, the pizza delivers. We're sitting on the couch. Morgan walks into the HOH room, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Buckle up, and we just were there. This is the thing. She just ate every single. I mean, she ate the tater tot she was eating, but she was eating up every fucking word. But the thing that killed me about this conversation is Vince wasn't even like understanding where she's coming from, and it's what men do. It's literally what straight men do, where it's like you can't take ownership. You can't even be like, I get where you're coming from. It's like, no, but I did it because this.
We need to say we didn't say who nominations were.
Oh,
no, but this.
Oh
Yeah. This happened after.
yes, because because Vince won HOH, and Morgan spent the first night of his HOH staying up until like 5-6 a.m., which I watched a lot of that too in the morning on the East Coast.
Yep.
She spent all night trying to convince Vince. Look at me, I could do this.
Oh, look at that.
To convince Vince why he needed to prove to her that he was her number one.
Correct.
By putting up Lauren. And so he was like, going back and forth, being all victim, being all like, blah, blah, blah. And like, well, what do I do? His whole thing is like, well, what would you do if you were me? You know, and it's like they went back and forth and had all these circles. Anyway, he nominates Keanu, Ava, and Kelly. And so he does not put up Lauren. And so now Morgan is back up in HOH the next night.
She's done. She's
over it.
Because Vinny entertained the idea with Keanu and Morgan, and then like I think he went to bed, and then he like talked to Lauren and was like, I'm not going to do it. And then the next morning he was convinced. He's like, I have to do it. And then he's telling Lauren, and then Lauren's sobbing. But the guy, like, what Morgan does is she's like, I'm not just saying this because this is helping my game. I'm trying to help build your resume. Nothing I'm telling you is just for my benefit only. Like, if you want me to keep Lauren, I will keep Lauren. But like, this bitch needs to touch the fucking block. And he's like, are they really going to vote for Lauren because she hasn't touched the block? They just said it on live feeds. There's been over 40 nominations, I think, something like that, over 40. Ooh. And Lauren hasn't been one.
That is crazy.
Now, listen, I still think it is just a testament that she is the GOAT of this season. But like, but it's like, it's more so than that. It's like all the other things. It's like if we are doing this with the goal of us being final two, Lauren is a threat to our team. Big Brother is a team sport. Maybe even more so than Survivor.
I agree.
Because there are nominations and things get locked in. And it's just like it is a team sport, and that's so hard because the vernacular in our community of like social strategy games is, but I'm playing for me. Right. And it's like, well, that's true, but for you means you need these people until now, like until a certain time. Exactly. And he doesn't understand that. And so I actually don't consider anyone a strategist that doesn't think that and doesn't maneuver that way. It's like you don't understand this, I think.
And the thing I think Vince is not understanding is there is a way to keep both of them happy. Like, and he just has failed at every corner. Like, I get he's like, I want to be set up great. Like, his ideal final three would be him, Morgan, and Lauren. I get that. But how you move is putting you in this position where your allies are like, what the fuck? And Lauren made a great point. Lauren was like, Morgan made a great point where she was like, if you don't put her up, if she wins, if she takes off Kelly, then you have to put up Ashley. Ashley is not putting up me and she's not putting up you.
Right.
Then you are fucking my game up because they're going to vote Ashley out and we're done. And it's like, Vince, like, I'm trying to protect your game. I'm also trying to protect my game as well. And all you do is care about your own game. And he's sitting there like, but just like, but I did this because of this, Lauren. Like, or I did this because of this, Morgan. Like, I don't understand. Like,
and then he pivots into the, I guess I was wrong. I'm so stupid.
Exactly.
And then like is falling asleep mid convo. What was that?
He was literally like this.
Well, and then the thing that killed me last night also was him being like, can we just hang out? Like, I don't want to do this.
No, no.
Hang out. Bitch, what? No. I don't want to hang out with you. Like, what are you talking about?
But, and you know what pisses
Delusional.
me off? By Vinny putting up Keanu, you piss off Keanu, you piss off Ashley, you piss off Morgan, you're pissing off Ava because you put her up, you pissed off Kelly. Again, the only person who isn't pissed off is Lauren. That's it. That's it. But if you were straight and you put the 3 girls up, the only bitch who really would have been upset is probably Lauren, but she would have gotten over it because she has nobody.
She has no choice.
She has nobody left in this game. She can't go anywhere else. So the game is just horrific. He doesn't take ownership for it at all. He's like, well, I'll just put her up as a renom if that's what makes you feel any better. Like,
it's like, but how do I trust? Why would Morgan ever trust that he's going to do that? Like, it's like, fool me once. Fool me twice, fool me for 9 weeks. Like,
but let's wake this up, and I know you're gonna feel the same way as us, Izzy. It is the fact that Vince has killed Keanu 18,000 times in this game, yet Keanu still thinks he can trust him. But God forbid, I think it's because he's a man, because when this was with Rachel, it was like, Rachel, no, Riley said this, and Rachel, no, Vinny has my back. Like, no, you don't understand. And Rachel's like, Diva, like 1 + 1 is indeed equaling 2. And I don't know where you're not seeing that. And the fact that Keanu keeps going back, keeps trusting, I'm like, it has to be because he's a man, because there can't be anything else.
This is also why I can't have a Keanu win, because the only his reads, everything have been so terrible. It's like the only thing he's done is survive, and it's like, great, you survived, but other than that, what have you done?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I think I have to put Ashley in my second spot because, like, Keanu has a good story, but it's like at this point it's such luck because you're so bad. Like, what read has been correct? Like, that's it. Like, what have you done that has been correct in this game? Honestly, like,
you have done decent at this version of Big Brother as it's been this season. Any other season that wasn't so comp heavy, it wouldn't have been like this.
I don't know, guys. And then I guess we can talk about who wins veto. If you guys don't want to know who wins veto, we're really gonna fucking
spoilers.
Okay, ready? So who ends up winning veto is Morgan. Thank God. Here's the thing. I think if Morgan, what I would love for her to do is be like, I'm taking off Keanu or Ava, figure it out, and you better not put up Ashley. I honestly, guess what? Because I want Vince's game to deteriorate at the same. I don't care.
100%. I mean, the problem is, I think this is the thing with Vince. I was going to say this before about what we were talking about before about him, like, seeming like he was wavering in putting up Lauren. Everyone he's talking to, he's talking about things. That's how he's spoken to everyone the entire game. It's just that these people cannot clock it. Like, no one's properly communicating, like, across sides. No one is interested in kind of fact checking or like any of that, because he's been lying to literally everyone in the house. Every conversation, he's lying to us, like he's lying to himself. He's literally lying to everyone, and it's like ultimately he's lying because he doesn't give a shit what anyone else's thinks. Like, he knew he wasn't going to put up Lauren.
Real.
72 hours that Morgan spent in HOH trying to convince him to put up Lauren. He knew he wasn't going to do it. So he's just trying to pander and just say just enough and keep her on the hook. And he's doing that with everyone. And so it's like, honestly, if the veto is used, Ashley's going up.
Yeah,
I think Ashley's going up.
100%. But I don't want Ashley to go by.
No, me either. But I think that's what he's going to do.
But I just like want it to be like, again, Morgan, like Morgan's giving him another opportunity. Put her up. And I want her to be like, fuck you, Vince. Like, I'm done. And this is my problem with people in this game. And I've said it on this podcast before. when you pander and you give people time and opportunity to think and to say their things, they get their hopes up, right? Like Morgan was like, you're going to put up Lauren, great. Vince should have just been like, I can't put up Lauren, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Point blank with the period at the beginning. Hard stop. When Kat won that veto way early on in the season, she says, I'm not using it. Nobody hated her. And they were like, okay, cool. We look back. When Lauren spent fucking 18,000 hours being like, I'm not going to use it, I am going to use it, that pisses people off because you don't, like, it looks like you don't know what you're doing in this game. It looks like you're afraid and this, that, and the third. Again, Vinny being like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? You do not look like a strong player to me. You don't feel like a strong player to me. And then it pisses off everybody because you get everybody else's hopes up. And it's like, whatever. Vince, if you were just like, I'm not putting her up. Keanu, I have to put you up. I don't want you to go home. Ava, you know you're going up. Kelly, you know you're going up, and moving on. I would have appreciated that more. As a game player, I would have appreciated it more. I don't think people would have been as pissed off. But they play this little bitch game where they want to be like, I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. And you look like a little bitch. Like, I'm not voting for a bitch to win. Stand on 10 toes, ho. Stand on 10 toes and say, this is what I'm doing. Next question. I got to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. And you know what? The best part of it all is, I mean, we'll dive into this in the next episode, but the best part of it to me is that in his HOH basket, there was not a single picture of his former girlfriend, Kelsey. So,
but you know what they said? Every time her name gets brought up, they have to switch cameras. So someone says they think that Kelsey like pulled her like shit. Like I was like,
that's happened in the past. Yeah.
Don't speak on me on the show.
That's tea.
I don't know, guys. I'm over Vince. I think I can't believe nobody is like literally Lauren not being like, go fuck yourself. So I've lost all of my allies because of you. Morgan being like, wait, I'm losing my allies because of you. The fact that nobody is just like, actually go fuck yourself. And I'm done. Like, I'm really over it. Like, I gotta go.
Yeah. I think if Vince was smart, he would have spent more time like fostering some sort of mutual respect between Lauren and Morgan. Correct. Instead of so much time one-on-one with either of them. But I think he knew that if they had at all a decent relationship, they would clock his ass on all the lies he's been telling. You know, but it's like, that's why, like, that's the element, like, you have to lie when you're playing these games because you need some things not to be told. You need to, like, come up with plans so people aren't stressed. Like, lying is a part of it. But only necessary lying. Mm-hmm. You know, like, and it's unnecessary lying makes you a snake.
For
like,
what?
Makes
it's
you
for what?
Worthy and ultimately puts you in a worse position in the game. Like, he's just, I don't even think he knows what the reality of his game has been. He has lied so much to everyone.
I don't think so either. It goes back to the self-awareness. I think he has zero.
What is his final speech going to be? Like, maybe now I want him sitting there because it's going to be some cracked ass. Like, what?
Did you, apparently on Zingbot, though, Zingbot roasted him and his relationship with Morgan, like, calling it weird, and now they're like, oh, and did we see where Vince was like, sleep in the bed with me, there's a pillow for it.
Listen, okay, I'll tell you because I went to bed last night watching these feeds and blah, blah, blah. I woke up and I turned over to Paige and I was like, if anything was going to make me worried, it would be if you needed a barricade in between you and someone else.
Right.
That's even more sense.
What is that going to do?
Rubbing up on them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would worry me more than if you were like, yeah, of course we're going to sleep tonight. We're going to, like, keep talking and chatting. Like,
also, you know, like, isn't the HOH room like a king bed?
It is. It's a big-ass bed. So what? But mine was like a big-ass bed. You know, like.
So why do you need a pillow?
And Vinny is a small guy. Vinny's a small guy. Morgan is a small girl. So it's like, I don't...
Well, and they ended up sleeping 69. They ended up just sleeping 69. They thought foot to head was better. To me, that's explicit. That's intimate.
They're just like trying to be...
The last thing we'll touch on is who do you think is going to win this double, and who do you think is going to go home? Who do you think has the best chance of going home on this Thursday? What are we realistically thinking?
Damn, because I was going to give you my fan fiction.
Give me your fan fiction.
My fan fiction is that Morgan wins HOH, and by that time she's done and she puts up Vinny and Lauren. And
Here's the thing: is I think no
it's not
matter
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
it's my dream.
like, even if I was Morgan, and especially after she won this veto, she's won 3 vetoes now, so now she's turning it up, and this is when you turn it up. This is where we see peak Big Brother players. You win out, you get what you need to get done. Proud of her for that. I think she looks at it where she's like, I want to go, oh my god, little kaiju.
Hi.
I think Morgan at this
Has
point,
like a quiz HOH yet, have we?
no, but I feel like
In for a quiz, and we must, because
Yeah.
HOH. So honestly, I
Before
think
double down.
Ashley genuinely has a good shot.
is she studying? Is she studying the way
They
she
better-
needs to be?
Ooh.
I mean, I think that she is actually probably one of the smarter players and smarter people in the house. Like, I would like to think that she's prepared going into a quiz. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
better
I
not
think
do a crapshoot for the double HOH. I'll be so mad.
enough of that. What happened to the quizzes? I love that was
Me
such an
too.
integral part, such a part of the fabric of the comps of Big Brother that also exposed different things, like
Yeah.
the majority rules quiz.
I just
That was
Like-
like when I was a BB hopeful. That was like number one thing you need to do in the Big Brother house: know your days, know all of that stuff. So when these comps come around, you're golden. And then they're like not even doing it anymore.
or they do it. They do it like
They
five.
only do it at Final Five. Like,
No, I
Yeah.
can't.
yeah.
I don't. I think. I honestly, my dream is if Lauren or Vinny go. I wish Lauren goes home this week. I know it won't happen, but that's my dream. And Vince goes out in the double, and I think I would die happy at that point because I'd be like, wow.
Oh yeah, that would be a great week. That would be a great week.
I don't know who goes home during the double. Morgan's in trouble because honestly, the only person who's keeping Morgan safe if they win is Ashley. That's it.
Yeah.
If Ashley or Morgan doesn't win this, she's hitting the block. And now that she's won 3 vetoes, she's going home. Like, if Lauren wins this double, Lauren is putting Morgan up. If Morgan doesn't win that veto, she's going home no matter what. I don't know, everyone. I'm nervous for
Agreed.
her.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
We're gonna see what happens, but until then, Izzy, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
We haven't had a guest in so long,
Has
so
been checked,
No, but Izzy, we're so excited to watch you on The Amazing Race.
Yeah.
We're both such big fans of you, so thank you for coming on. We loved you on Big Brother. We love you in real life. We love you everywhere, so we know we're gonna love you regardless of whatever.
I mean,
crazy-
and if anyone's watching this podcast, I'm sure they already know where to find you. If not, they're fake. But just drop the handle. You
yeah,
gotta
where
do it.
can they find you?
Listen, I'm repping Blue Sky these days. I like to call her Blue Ski. You can find me at Flute Dyke forever. Yeah, you can find my Insta too, probably through other things. I don't know, whatever.
Wait,
Jordan, where can they find you?
you know where you can find me.
Errol.
You can find me everywhere at It's Jordan Staff today, forever and always. Daniel, what about you? Where can they find you?
That's literally Daniel_Cusimano. That's it. Like,
Also-
it's nothing crazy.
Also, we launched a TikTok last week. We're just throwing some clips out there, but Mr. Daniel's rant, the iconic rants, have hit the For You page. So follow us.
I've cussed out Kelly so much on this podcast. Like, it just is what it is at this point. Like,
Yeah, so go follow us over there if you're not already.
But guys, thank you for tuning in. Pray to the BB gods when we come back next week. Lauren is gone. Vince is gone. One of those two are gone. We will be happy. It'll be a successful double. If we lose Morgan or Ashley this week or next week, we will be in a month of mourning and we probably won't be watching anymore.
And follow QT. Follow QT. I don't know her handles off the thing, but follow
Quori_Tyler.
Q-U-R-R-I. Enter the speech she gives.
Hello, my beautiful group chat people. I'm so sad that I was not on today's episode. Obviously, I am obsessed with Izzy. She was one of my favorite Big Brother players, and I'm sad I didn't get to talk to her about this last week of Big Brother. But anyways, I came in here to just give you a little bit of thoughts are from the week. Obviously, we had, who even was HOH? Was it Lauren? Lauren was HOH? Wait, I'm like confused. I genuinely have not been watching feeds the way that I used to, because it's just been kind of a bust since Rachel Riley's not there anymore, if everyone would agree. Sorry, the lighting is like a little bit weird. Okay, Lauren's HOH was obviously so boring. She talked so slow, can't deal with it. Captain Will went home. I was really sad about that. I obviously love Will. He was my winner pick from the very beginning of this podcast. Sad to see him go, but happy that we still have Ashley in there. Honestly, Will, I don't think was ever really going to win the game, and he wasn't just capable of winning anything, so unfortunately we had to let him go, but I'm okay with it. It was really sad in the moment, but I'm okay with it looking back at it. Really excited about Ashley. I think she's playing really good. She's seeing the board really well. Now we have, I think, this is a spoiler, so spoiler alert, but right now it is Vinny as HOH, and he kept Ashley off the block, so I'm happy about that. I do know that a veto was just won by Morgan. Not sure what's going to happen there, but I think they're trying to get him to put up Lauren, which is kind of crazy. Yesterday on live feeds, Vince had the most obnoxious chat with Lauren, trying to convince her that he needs to put her up, and if he doesn't, he's going to lose the game, which blows my mind. It's absolutely insane. I'm going to talk about that more next week with you guys too, but it was a very annoying conversation. I did tune into the feeds for that. And I just think he's a weasel. I think Vince is truly not good at the game. I think he thinks he's better at the game than he is, and that this act that he's doing is working on more people than I think it actually is going to pan out to be. So that's how I feel right now. Still loving my girl Ashley. I think Morgan's in the best position to win, but I would really love to see Ashley win. So that's what I have to say about that. Sorry that I missed you guys in the group chat, but I'll be back next week. Bye, guys. Mwah.
There, but we will see you guys next Friday, Saturday,
Probably,
whatever.
yeah,
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We haven't been that consistent on days, but you know
That's
what?
only.
All right.
Again, Izzy, thank you for coming. We love you guys so much.
Worst closing ever. Bye.
We'll figure it out.